Hey guys, welcome back to 1776 or Bust. So today we're gonna kind of take a look at this beautiful gun right here, which is the Sig P220. This is the combat model. I did a quick overview of this gun not too long ago. Decided to take it to the range. This is the new range I'll be shooting at, so it's outdoors, which is fun. I actually love it better than shooting indoors, so I'm looking forward to just taking some time and being here in the great outdoors. But so far, I mean, overall, this gun has been performing very, very well today. No issues whatsoever. I've got to say, very impressed with how this gun handles. Even though it's a 45 ACP, it does not feel like that whatsoever. This actually feels more like a 9mm, maybe with a plus P round, but other than that, not a lot of recoil. Shoots really, really well. I mean, there's really not much to complain about it. The only thing I would say is the trigger feels a little bit thin. So when I do pull the trigger back, it is kind of catching my finger a little bit, which is odd. But I mean, overall, this gun has been performing very well. So we'll show some shooting footage and then we'll kind of bring it back to the world that I live in, which is my house. And we'll talk a little bit about the handgun as an overall value as to what I would look at if I was looking for a 45. You know, to me, this performs so well. I would say if you're looking for a good 45 and a very reliable one, the 220 is pretty hard to pass on, guys. So let's look at some shooting. Go to double action. Not too bad. Real nice gun. Let's go outside, take a look. Let me switch this around. Take this out. Let's take a look. See what we got. So this has been my target all the day, you know, the whole day. You can see I've been shooting a little bit low. Some of this actually was my Henry. But you can see that for the most part, it's looking pretty solid, very good performer. It's hard to beat, guys. I mean, for 45 ACP, this gun looks really good. I mean, the gun handles really, really well. Hey guys, welcome back to the table. And in front of you, you can see the 220 Combat. Fantastic gun. I mean, overall, very surprised about how much I actually enjoyed shooting this gun. More importantly, very surprised about how much I love the gun. I think it's a very good investment. I think if somebody is looking for, you know, a 45, but they don't want to necessarily get a 1911, 2011 platform, and they're looking for a good double action, single action, I really can't see anybody going wrong with this model. I think the gun outperformed what my expectations were. You know, obviously I've shot 45s before, and sometimes you get a little bit of that thumping action, kind of that push back a little bit on the firearm. But I have to say that I was really thoroughly impressed with the way this handled all forms of recoil. And honestly, it didn't really feel much more than like maybe a high pressured 9mm. This actually, in my opinion, felt just about the same, which is kind of crazy to me. But I think it obviously boils down to the weight of the firearm and also the length of the slide. Now, for those of you out there who might be deterred by the size, again, if you are a 226 fan, this 226 here, the Elite stainless that you see here, this gun is a little bit thicker. It's thicker in the slide. It's also thicker in the grip. So if you're a fan of the 226 and you're kind of uncertain about a 220, I have to say, guys, don't be. I mean, this gun actually feels a little bit better in my hand because of the thinness, thanks to that, you know, unfortunately, single stack magazine with 8 rounds. But on the upside, you can carry with this and, you know, have 8+1, right? And then you can also get 10-round magazines. And it does come with a little sleeve here, so the magazine does insert at the bottom and doesn't just stick out. So there is a sleeve, so it extends out about another inch or so. But is that something that's doable? I mean, obviously your opinion is going to matter most. My opinion, it is totally doable. 8 rounds of 45 ACP is doable. Having a couple of backups for 10, I think is pretty substantial. But again, you have to decide. Overall, for me, the 220 is just a great gun. It's exactly what it was described as by many people in forums. And in my opinion, the 220 is just a great overall firearm. So what I'd hope you do is, after watching the video, leave some comments down below. Also, give us a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't. And if you don't mind, support us through Patreon so we can get this channel jump-started and start reviewing some cooler stuff. But again, not the most modern firearm by any stretch of the imagination, but certainly worthwhile. Certainly absolutely something I would carry. I'm actually in the process of looking for a good holster, and I still haven't decided if I'm going to change the grips. I don't know yet, but overall, just a great gun. Really enjoyed it, and I'd highly recommend it. So hope you guys have a great night. Stay safe, and as always, everyone, freedom is never free.